Hello, boys and girls. It's me, your lecturer, Dean. Okay, so I thought about it a lot, and I don't want to demonstrate this in class. It's going to take too long, and we need time to carry on doing the stuff that's important to us, following the curriculum and all that kind of stuff. So I've decided to make this video for you. I'm going to make a track from scratch. As you can see here on the screen, I've just got my input through the microphone, just so that I can hear myself. That's all. I'm not actually recording this, but yeah, that's just so that I can hear myself without coming through the monitors, affecting the sound. So while I talk over it. Anyway, that's just technical rubbish that we don't have to know, and I'm rambling again. Okay, so let's begin. What I'm going to show you today is a track in the G sharp major scale, because that pertains to us in the project that we're working in. Today I'm going to be working around 115. That's my personal sort of area that I like to get into. That's more like a housey kind of tempo, and not that I'm going to especially be doing house, but I'm not doing hip hop, if that's what you're thinking, so sorry for you guys. Anyway, I'm in my own personal studio in Norwood, and let's begin. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do today is set up, like I showed you guys before, by creating, let's just create a Kong. I'm using Kong because I choose to. It's one of my favorite drum synth instruments, and that is my choice. And I'm just trying to find it here. Instrument, reason devices, Kong. Okay, it's all initialized, the patch and whatever. Now I'm going to show you guys something cool because I can, and that's what this whole video is for, really, just to show you some cool stuff and whatever. Now what I'm going to do is set up this as I had before. I showed you how to do it in Redrum, but now we're going to do it in the Kong by splitting each and every individual device track sound into its own channel. So let's create a mix channel. Let me just get my browser up. This is just too difficult like this. So I'm going to get my mix channels. Let's get one going, and then create 1, 2, 3, 6 of the bastards. Maybe, I don't know, just create extras. It's fine. I'm going to label them when I'm ready, and then I'm going to start routing them correctly. So let's just get rid of this so we can see clearly what's going on here. As you can see, 1 and 2 aren't here. They're actually considered to be here. Okay, so let's do that. 3 and 4. This is just so we can get stereo, but we don't actually need stereo. I'll show you how to do mono, but I'm just doing this for the sake of right now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now that we've routed every drum hit to its respective channel, I'm going to go to the sampler, and I'm going to start playing around and getting the samples that I want. So let's start off by getting a bass drum. So if I hit any pad or whatever, if I go here, those are individual hits, right? It's taking me straight to drums, but it'll lead you there. And then I just pick drum kick, a kick that I think sounds good to me. I mean, that sounds like a fucking basketball. Hey? Anyway, quite like that. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to open up the sampler, and it's there. But since Kong is such an amazing and cool, radical little guy, we're going to start doing crazy things like layering. Layering is awesome. So you can see what this looks like is an NXT, but it's called the NN Nano, very similar. And I'm going to start putting in other other kicks that sound good to me, just to layer it a bit. I'm going to go for a lower tone than the one. Something like that sounds good. So let's just, maybe that. Prefer this. So I'll bring it in here. Let me just see here, just add layer. So you had to do that, add layer, okay? And you can remove layer again if you want. Add layer, let's just put that there, add layer. You can see that it's opened the one up a bit more. So I'm gonna put that in there, and there it is. Now both are playing at the same time. Okay, so now let's do the same with the snare. Let's get a snare that I like. That's one of my favorites. Maybe I told you guys that. So let's just put it in there. And then I'm going to add layer and put another snare. Just did that for me. Okay, just put it in there. Let's just take this volume down of this one, which is here. Okay, and if it's just this, let's just take this down so we hear that. That's alone, and that is with. Okay, got a mix that I like. Some of the kick. Band. Yeah. Let's see. Now I'm playing the okay. Now let's move on. Let's find a hi-hat that I like. That kind of thing I like. Let's layer it as well with something else. Add a layer. By the way, if you put it in this 2 here, it's going to mean a second hit type, which we can explain at some point, but it's better to layer them in the same sound. See, I like those dull sounds a lot more. Okay. Okay, now let's do some toms. Toms. Yeah. See, that flam tom sounds amazing. I like that kind of thing. Not gonna layer anything, just gonna have it as. Go to toms. Now a bigger sounding tom. Bigger, I said. Yeah, let's do that there. And let's do this one here. See, everything should be. See, there's a story here. I had put everything in their respective channels, but everything's still coming out of the master, just the one channel. And the reason is, here we are. So each and everything here is a drum output. So this is master, which is what I want, the kick to be out of 1 and 2. Right? 3 and 4, I want out of 3 and 4. Okay, so we're going to start labeling. Drums, what? Kick. Snare. Hi-hat. Tom. Tom1, Tom1, Tom2, Tom2, Tom3, and what's this gonna be? Maybe symbol, and effects, FX. Okay, FX. So just gotta 3 and 4, put this out 5 and 6. Seven and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, and there's nothing there at the moment. 12, symbol just when we get there, so that's 13 and 14, right? Yes, 13 and 14, and then effects on 8 and 16. I'm going to create a redrum, but I'm not going to be utilizing the redrum at all. I'm just using it specifically for its sequencing abilities. Now, CV is an interesting sort of topic, but you don't have to worry about it. I'm just showing you what you do here. What you can see here is gate in. Okay. Because we're accepting signal from the sequencer. That's what we're doing. We're accepting signal from the sequencer, and in that way we can utilize the sequencer of redrum and make it work for us in Kong. So this is what I'm doing here. This is just routing. Okay. So now, if I start doing things like this, you can see the sequencer is triggering Kong. Okay. So that's going to be my first pattern, right? Next pattern, same story. So I just want to go copy pattern, paste pattern, and then start adding the snare, right? Sounds good to me. Then that's another pattern. Let's copy that pattern, and move on to the next board and paste pattern, and then start adding in my hi-hat. It's a nice rhythm, that. Very nice rhythm, wouldn't you say? Okay, copy pattern, go to the next board and paste pattern. Okay, just want to boost the level a bit, yeah.